So, after first acknowledging the thing which is out of harmony, the thing which is not really serving you, the next part, this is the empowering part, because now you have a decision. Once you've seen something, now you're able to choose what you do with it, okay? Now that you've seen it, do you really, or that you've seen yourself, or you've been seen, somebody else comes and says that word to you and sees you, which is such a relief, many people start crying as soon as I say I'm sorry, and I really see their issue that they're struggling with, the thing that really holds them back, or the thing that's really weighed on their back. And most times actually it's a relief to hear those words and they start crying. The next part is very empowering, because what are you going to do with that now once it's been seen? Do you want to bury it back up again? Do you want to hide it away? Pretend that you didn't see it? Put your nice brave face on, wear your nice suit of pride, so no one sees really what's going on inside, your veneer, your shield. You could do that. Or you could just carry on feeling sorry for yourself and going into that, oh, poor me. I mean, that has a relevant place too, but that's not a place you want to stay in. That's not for your highest good. That's not benefiting you. That again is something that's out of harmony. Maybe you need to acknowledge that poor you as well. But the next part is really to say, okay, I have this thing which I can't find harmony with. Maybe I've been trying all my life. Maybe I've been seeing lots of healers, lots of therapists, and doing lots of workshops, and this something inside of me is still not feeling okay. And I don't know what to do with it. I've tried everything I know. And it's a bit like becoming a child, because humility really is the key here. True humility, not walk all over me, I'm a doormat humility. That's not, again, the true meaning of humility either. Humility is this incredible, graceful, empowering inner surrender to what's really true. Something like that. It's a feeling. And it's very childlike. It's connected to innocence. And to really be able to go, okay, I've got this grief, I've got this burden, I've got this trauma, I've got this thing that I've wrestled with that I can't resolve, and I've had enough of it, and it's not serving me, it's not working out for me. And what comes out is, please forgive me. Please forgive me that I'm in grief, that I'm in trauma, that I haven't got what I wanted, that I'm not the person I wanted to be, that so-and-so doesn't love me, or, you know, whatever it is. And again, this word forgiveness is something which has kind of been owned mostly by religious organisations, and I won't go into that, but basically it's been a word that has been utterly misused. It's been misspelled in a way that it's not spoken in the way that it's not been given its correct spelling. It's not being used correctly for the magic that it actually is. It's an incredible tool. It's, you know, having been in this kind of healing work most of my life, I can tell you it's the most powerful thing I've ever come across. It cuts through your shit like, you know, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's the key to unlocking everything that you no longer want or need in your life, on whatever level. And it takes that humility to turn inside and say, please forgive me. It's saying, me, now please let go of this. It's first of all choosing that you are going to let go of this burden, this disharmony that you no longer want, that you are going to free yourself from it, that you're choosing that freedom, you're choosing liberation, you're choosing to be empowered, you're choosing to no longer carry this poor me burden or whatever. And that's a really incredible thing to do, to turn inside. And I also use every part of me to acknowledge that I can. So I'm using my awareness and focusing my awareness on that part that needs to be given back, that needs to be let go of, that needs to be released and relinquished and just given somewhere else other than me. And I'll get to where it goes in a minute, but just to first unburden the self, to choose to unlock the pain in the self. I use my breath. And I use my breath in this way, in that all of this wants to open. All of this needs to open like a tube, just opening up and funneling the breath into that place that's holding onto the pain, that's holding onto that tension and disharmony, and allow it to have fresh air, allow a fresh space, allow the breath to come in and move it like the ocean cleans the shoreline, or like, you know, also it's a bit like a hoover, just getting directly in there and letting it go and sucking it out. That's how it is to me. And so I allow my breath into that space as well. I also use my hands, because touch is an incredible mode of healing. You have to pinpoint exactly where it is on the person that's in pain, and just right there, put your attention, put this loving intention and attention from the hands. And we do this all day long to everybody else as well, and putting our hands into our work, into our kids, into our whatever. And now it's time to put the hands back to the self. So really with loving, acknowledging touch, acknowledge the place of pain inside of you, acknowledge the disharmony. So with consciousness, with breath, with touch, with feeling it, actually having the courage to feel that disharmony, that pain. Really, you know, you have to acknowledge it on all levels. It's like all hands on deck. This place needs attention. I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I can't ignore it anymore. I don't want to ignore it anymore. I choose to be conscious. I really choose to be conscious of myself. Bring consciousness to myself. So let's use all the tools we have in the bag. Okay? So touch, breath, awareness, feeling, actually feeling it. And the other one is the words. That's why I always speak it out loud. You know? Having this internal dialogue, you can feel like you're going a bit mad and going around in circles, and it's not clear. When you speak something aloud, then you're in relationship. It feels like you're connecting to an other, and you're really connecting to yourself. And there's clarity. And I long to hear these words. I long to hear, this place inside me longs to hear, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And it just works. Something gets touched, something hears what it's been longing to hear. So use all of the gifts that you have. This is so not rocket science. You have these abilities, you have these tools available to you. They're super simple and they're completely incredible. So I invite you to take all of your attention and put it inside, into that place. And the next part, so you release yourself, please forgive me. It means please let go of this, please take it from me. And reach out to a grown-up. Reach out to something, somebody, some energy that you feel safe with, that you trust in, that you can say, yeah, I feel safe for you to take this from me. So it might be, please forgive me, God. It might be, please forgive me, Mother Earth, Gaia. It might be angels, please forgive me. It might be Father, please forgive me. It might be Mother, please forgive me. It might be universe, please forgive me. It might be higher self of me, please forgive me. It might just be whatever's out there that's bigger than me and that loves me. It might be absolute source of love, please forgive me. It's whatever you believe in, whatever really feels strong and true and real for you, the grown-up, the bigger than me energy. And all of the above works, everything works. And to say, please forgive me, God, Gaia, Mother Earth, angels, higher self of me, and everybody else in the world as well, you know, everyone's actually there to assist you and to help you, really, in the highest truth of things. Everybody, please forgive me. God, please forgive me. That I'm in grief, that I don't have what I want, that I've been chasing something that I never could reach. It was always just out of reach, always just out of reach. This ideal me, this ideal life, this ideal world, this ideal person, this ideal relationship, this ideal family, this ideal community, whatever it is for you, this ideal job, this ideal expression that you put out into the world, your ideal song, whatever it is that you haven't got, you can just say, God, please forgive me that maybe I'm not my ideals. I'm not what I think I should be. Maybe that's it. And by speaking it aloud, you get that clarity You know, nobody can hear you but you. It's a beautiful, honest relationship that you can have with yourself by speaking out loud. Please forgive me.